Well, good afternoon, everybody. Here we are. Kentucky Derby Day has finally arrived. All the preparation. We got Freddie over here in his Irish green.
What Irish club? What are you looking to wear?
We are live from the Hibernian Club in Hamilton, New Jersey. Great to have us here. I'll show you around. This is Let It Run podcast. This is John, the traveling handicapper. Freddie Bro York right next to me there. Going to go walk around and show you a little bit of the club and all the great swag that the Briz gave us and donated. Looking for a fun day here at the club when it does get packed and the ladies have their hats on and the horse racing starts, and there we go. Got a lot of Briz swag ready to give it away. We got Kentucky Derby Day at the Hibos.
Jesse made that sign. Thank you, Jesse.
And let's see. We got a big screen TV ready to go. The Laurel race is coming on. So
it's not even 12:30 yet. We're already psyched up.
Yeah, we're gonna actually hopefully watch it live. The fourth race. We're three races home on the early pick 5, and we got 3 of the principals covered in the next race, and then 5. I don't even know. What do we got here?
What the heck?
But we're in for an interesting pick 5. So
talk about interesting. I can't take these Puma shoes back. I can't take them back. Sure.
Where's the Puma shoes?
Right there.
Did I get them? Let me try to get them in. Let me get these Puma shoes.
There you go.
The Puma shoes. Yeah. He is a scratch today. Freddie's a scratch. He will move on to a new pick, which we're going to hear about in a second. Come back to that. But big news this morning. The Puma was scratched this morning. And on the grass race, another horse we talked about yesterday, Blackout Time. Everybody was waiting for that one to get on the turf. They were the 2 big scratches so far today. So going to see how that affects, the Derby. Fred, now the Puma was your pick you announced last night. You have to step up with a new pick. Who is your pick now?
Well, you correctly guessed it. Further ado, Johnny V on his horse has ridden this horse this is the first time, another angle we talk about all the time. Has speed, second off the layoff. I'm sorry, third off the layoff. I mean, my only concern, but I'll live with this concern is, put a 1 or 6 buyer last time out. So maybe you say, okay, he has by far the highest last out buyer speed figure. Now, where's he going to go from there? Could he go up? I think he could. Johnny V, got great running style. Brisnet has him as an EP plus 7, which gives him a chance to either be early or press, a little bit of both. He was in the 18 post. He's now in the 16 post, so that gets him a little bit closer. The 15 post gets him a little closer to instead of being so wide, John. But that's my pick. That's disappointed to hear that Puma is okay. Just had some kind of an infection, had to pee on some antibiotics. His pastern on his foot, he had a little problem there. Good to hear that he's going to be okay, John. That's the main thing.
Yep, he'll live to fight another day, and he'll point for the Preakness or the races down the road.
Right, by the way, also further ado, prime power, racing that prime power. So I think that adds some value to that horse. His morning line was 6-1. He's probably going to float up, I would think. I don't know what his morning line is.
No, he's probably going to be. All those favorites are hovering right around their morning line. The one that's taking the action is So Happy, down to 5-1 in the current betting off the 15-1 morning line. And then the other one, Emerging Market, is down around 9 or 10-1 now off the 15-1. So I guess if Chad Brown did it with the filly based on 2 lifetime starts, they're thinking the Colt can do it as well off 2 lifetime starts. So it'd be an amazing feat if he could pull off that Oaks Derby double. Both horses off 2 lifetime starts. 1 has never been done. And to do 2, you're going to be talking about that training job forever.
Well, I think one of the reasons I'm so happy getting the bet down so much is another emotional side to the story. You have Mike Smith looking to become the oldest jockey to win a Derby at 60 years old. God bless him. And also the trainer situation with the trainer losing his wife recently. John, am I correct in that? I don't want to make sure I don't say anything wrong.
Yes, very, sad story that, hopefully has a good ending for Mark Glatt and his family. Would love to see that. And Mike Smith riding it. I think they said he'll become the oldest jockey. He'll surpass
Yeah. 6 years old.
Shoemaker on Ferdinand. So before we get started today, quick shout out to our sponsors. See here.
I'm trying to show.
There you go. At least we could see now the local sponsors: Case's Pork Roll, the Vape Shop.
Work out there, time to There's a lot of times coverage just comes Pork Roll Company.
Yep, we're going to show that. Let's see. Also got a list here, and at the top, Cases. Yeah, the big sponsor of today's party is Case's Pork Roll here at the Hibernian Club. Thanks to Tom Dolan for that. And then also BrizNet.com, the Handicapper's Edge. We love that. Still time to get your last minute Derby package for $29.99. You'll probably have had it, by now if you're going to get it. So hopefully you got it. You're looking at all the information. And then also here, Triple Crown sponsors here at the club. New this year, thanks to Don Lennox, D. Cooper Landscapes, Don Lennox. See Don for your landscaping and outdoor needs. That's for the local people here around the Hamilton area. Derby Win sponsors, another category, Tom Dolan, Case Pork Roll, family owned and operated since 1870, Case for the Taste. John Breza, AccuAir, heating and air conditioning. Contact them for all your heating and cooling needs. Alicia Pisa, the Vape Shop in Hamilton. Stop by where customer service is our priority. Absolutely, thank you for that, Case and Alicia, over the years, supporting. Kevin Myers, ACV Property Management, for all your homeowner and condo association needs, a full service management firm. All right, and we'll go to the Preakness sponsors. JJ's Greenhouse. Joey Merdino and his staff provide delectable dishes and unmatched service here at the Hibos.
What do we got, John?
I don't know. We got to run down this favorite. We got to run down this 6. Got to get by him. Not going to get by him.
You don't have the favorite?
I don't have that. No, the 6, our disaster. We're not going to get by him.
Oh, it's froze.
It froze, but we're not getting by him. He pulled away.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. We're going to.
Painful.
We didn't see the end, so I don't know. It
Maybe
froze.
Maybe it happened. Let's see who they show. He's way out front. Is that the 6? We gallop out?
Yeah, I think he galloped out way in front.
Well, let's see a close up. You never know. They're closing in right now.
Nope, wrong one.
6.
Our disaster, Safi Joseph.
Oh, boy.
Unbelievable way to lose that.
Let's see.
3 deep.
3 deep in prices.
Yeah, look at
Let's
this.
see how yeah, he tried. The
No,
horses
just not good enough.
flattened out. Plus it went wide. Came back. The horse is a tired horse.
Amazing how we lose every bet with that.
God. Oh, well.
Oh, geez. This pick 5 is going to be balloons now. Oh, my God.
So the 6
The 6 was third choice, 7-1 in a 5-horse field. Yeah. All right. And the Belmont sponsors, getting back to that after that disastrous, what we call it, the Widowmaker, knocks out every bet that we made so far. So that hurts. Assemblyman Wayne D'Angelo, serving New Jersey Assembly since 2008. Felix Phil Pratico, the 3rd, ODS Metals and Jewelry, private jeweler, cash and 4 gold graduate gemologist, appraiser. More contact info on the website. Info is in the mail, sent to all members. Thank you to Ed McCarthy and Sean Mack for all his help in spreading the word. Also, the Hibernian Club has a new ticket that will be drawn in August. $500 ticket 500 tickets will be sold, like a New Jersey type style picket drawing. It will be done, and the winner will get over 50,000. There'll be 5 top prizes, and we will.
Bartender or Bobby?
Bobby Dill and the bartenders here at the Hybo, or you could contact either one of us. We could get you tickets for that August drawing, $500 ticket. What else we got? All right, that's basically it for that.
Let's get down to horse racing.
Now I'm kind of really deflated here. I need a hug.
Sorry, John.
That was pretty pathetic.
You were looking, I know, and we're looking good.
Oh my God! Now this pick 5 just blew up and every bet's down.
Well, listen, we got work to do on our we had some changes, so we'll look at our pit tickets a little bit later. Any changes that we made, but race 8 is the Pat Day Mile on dirt, 1-turn mile. I still went with the 147. There were no scratches in this race, John, that affected me. I talked about this last night. Secured freedom at 20-1 morning line. That would really make a nice score in the sequence of the pick 5, pick 6, pick 3, whatever you're playing. That's why I like John.
In
race 8.
Race 8, yeah, it's basically it's gonna be a 2-horse race on paper, like they said, just like the last race was a 2-horse race on paper, and they didn't get the job done. So this day is made for taking chances, taking stabs, and just structuring your ticket right. Yesterday we had every single winner, just not on the one ticket where we needed it. The structure killed us, where our 2 singles on different tickets lost, but the horse we used along with the single on the other ticket won. So every pick 5 we put in 4 out of 5 on every ticket. But we did have the winner of the Kentucky Oaks, which sets us up for moving into the Derby doubles and the Turf Classic pick 3s. So we are live on a couple good ones there, but we'll see how that turns out. And we're live to Chief Wallaby, the 12, and the 15 Emerging Market. But so many more candidates other than that.
Absolutely. It's exciting. Unfortunately, you're out of those bets you made earlier, but the excitement will continue to build as the day goes on. I'm sure you know that, John. And we'll move on to race number 9, 1:16 on the turf. American Turf, grade 1, $1 million purse. Big field of 14. I don't believe the radius. There was one scratch. Sorry. The biggest scratch of the day for us. Well, second biggest scratch anyway. Blackout time scratched out of the race. So we have a field of 13. I switched up my pick because the 5 is out. I went with the 4, 8, 9, and the 12. I like the 8 the best. I think, Bob Baffert and JJ Hernandez. I know it's Remember Mom. This horse is left to win 4 in a row. Just keeps getting a little better each time out. But I just think JJ Hernandez riding this horse 3 out of 4 lifetime. Only lost once when he stepped out of the Vicente. I watched the replay of that race. There's no way he could have won it after he came out. And again, I think he basically took horse out of the race. Stretching that distance, I don't think that either is out on the road. I think the horse is working out late nights and ready. I'd like to see a horse that's comes you talk about West Coast horses and how they come here on the turf and they don't do well. And that may be true in this case of this one, but he had a workout at Churchill Downs a couple weeks ago and ran pretty good, actually 10 days ago, and ran pretty well. 59 seconds, 9.4 workout. Well, wasn't a full workout, but still a good workout. I like the fact that he had a workout at Churchill.
Yeah, those Santa Anita horses, they got to really try to, beat me when they come over here. I don't like using unless they're, pretty special. This is such a wide open race. The 4 is going to be a nice favorite coming out of the Breeders' Cup, just missing to Gastad in there. Tried the Derby trail on the synthetic in the Jeff Ruby, back to the turf where he belongs. So going to be very tough. The 12 Black Mamba, remember Mamba, 3 in a row, just a turn of foot. Like, watch those videos, amazing turn of foot. So the 4 and a 12 are your principals. I like the 6 horse a little bit. If you throw out that synthetic Jeff Ruby try, 2 for 2 on the grass, with a nice high buyer that is better than the 2 favorites. So you're going to give me 20-1 with Declan Cannon. Brendan Walsh going to include there for sure. Street Beast, I've been a fan of him and even took him in the Jeff Battaglia Memorial, and he just didn't like the synthetic. Back on the turf where he belongs. Last time in the Transylvania, he really, didn't have the best of, before the start. He had some issues going on. So, and he dug in there pretty good until the, final, the final couple jumps where Remember Mamba and New Dutch and Vassy just got him. So, Vassy, no, Vassy's in this race. I'm thinking he just won, but that was third race. Who the heck was that? Doesn't matter, but Vassy's here. So, Street Beast, I'd give him another look. Black Hornet at a crazy price to give a look. But the 2 is another one I'm including. Let's be frank. Throw out the Breeders' Cup try where nothing at all went right for him. Traffic the whole way, and he basically was wrapped up the whole way. Other than that, he's still a maiden, but, closing tons. And if he gets the right setup, the right trip, maybe he'll like the mile and a 16th here. And at 30-1, Manny Franco, Mike McCarthy, I'm going to have him on some tickets. So the 1, 2, and 6 is crazy bombs to go with the 4 and the 12. But don't sleep on the 7, the 8, the 10. It's and the 14 on the outside. It's wide open. And yesterday we said the race, the Edgewood, was wide open. We go 10 deep, and the favorite wins. So, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, ticket structure.
Okay, race 10, same time on the dirt. No scratches, I don't believe, in this race. So there's a nice big field of the 11 horses, from what I can see.
Yeah.
We talked about this last night. I have on my ticket the 1, 7, and the 11. Got some prices available. I love Disco Time. I think the horse is just basically going to have another big race to come out of because he ran a nice race last time with Flavien Prat on him. Came in second to Disruptor, who's in this race. Well, actually, Disruptor is not in this race. Disruptor is in this race. I'm sorry. He lost to Disruptor, but he galloped out past him at the finish line. I think he was ready to run again. And I think, again, I mentioned this on the show last night, something I like to look at, John. He's got a strange early and late high U.S. time form pace figures. Early and late are about equal. So Johnny V on that horse for the first time can figure out what's he want to do. Does he want him to go out and win by 9 lengths like he did 3 times before? Or does he want to have him come from behind like he did about 3 races in his career? Of course, I was in the slot. But I think that's my favorite horse is the number 1. But I did use the 7 and the 11 as well. The 11 could possibly from the outside, my God. 101, Fire Speed figure last time out, 104, time before. Only now, Edwin Gonzalez. I think that horse has a big chance.
Yeah, the 11 is somebody I would include on deeper tickets for sure. And I do like the 1, probably my, my pick here at the odds. I just love the turn back. This horse should have been running 1 turn, 7 furlongs, and probably a perfect mile horse. Maybe not this year because it's going to be 2 turns, 1.5 turns at Saratoga. So it'll be that 1.5 turn out of the Wilson chute. But a 1-turn mile, the Cigar Mile would have been perfect. I guess that'll be run at Belmont since Aqueduct will be closing in the fall. So a 1-turn mile would hit this horse between the eyes. I think that's going to be my pick here at the price. Knightsbridge, don't take nothing away from him. He could run away and hide from this based on his buyers and speed figures. But he was really facing nothing in the winter at Gulfstream. So
last night, his competition. I look at his every time it came out. Favorite other 20 cents on a dollar, 80 cents, 20 cents, even money, whatever. I mean, I agree. I don't think he's faced the competition in this kind of field, and certainly this is the biggest field I think he's been in. Prior to that, the biggest field he's been in has been a 9-horse field. You have a little bit bigger field, but you have 11 horses, no scratches. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's going to be everybody's single. So if you could beat him, but if you don't have the budget, he's a logical single that you could try to lean on. But so far, every horse that people tried to lean on this whole weekend really did not come through. There was no solid big favorite that actually won. Tepid favorites have won. But yeah, let's hope we could beat him. But yeah, the 1 and the 6 are my top 2 there. I'm not going to miss the 8 horse. He's going to be on every one of my tickets, 30-1. T.O. Elvis, if you watch those videos, with the turn of foot that he has, the horses he's beat, he's won 4 in a row. And he will be, the game breaker if you could catch him in a pick 5 or something like that. So definitely going to include him there. The outside horses, Crazy Mason, such a fun closer. There's got to be enough pace for him to close into banishing one of the funnest, greatest horses around that shows up every week. Point Doom, which Fred mentioned, definitely has a look. Disruptor, one that, can, run big here. He scratched out of the race yesterday for this spot to run in the grade 1. Baffert Imaginations, probably a perfect 7 furlong horse. Cornucopian, other Baffert horse. And then Gus gave us a Hall of Fame last night. He likes Hall of Fame. He's been on him for, basically since the start. So the only one that basically no love is the 3, Macho Music. Other than that, basically you could use a lot of them. But I think we're going to key in on the 1 and the 6, both of us being Fred like him.
Yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely, John. Mile and an eighth on the turf. Old Forester Bourbon Turf Classic. There's liable to be a lot of bourbon going down here today at the Hibos.
There'll be a lot of bourbon and a lot of Irish whiskey.
Hopefully more bourbon, man. Come on. It's a Kentucky Derby. So this is my series, John. I went to talk about this last night. Rhetorical with Irad Ortiz, #1 prime power. His strength of race outclasses everybody in the race. I'm becoming a fan of William Walden as a trainer. 5 of his lifetime wins. The only 2 losses is where he came in 3rd. And at one time he was out of the money, was 2 races back, which was a little bit too short for him. I don't think and of course he got beat by Notable Speech. But a second off a layoff, I think he's ready to run again, and Irad knows his horse very well. I think he's got a nice trip on there. My single.
Yeah, can definitely lean on him, and I'm leaning basically on the 6 and the 9, and including the 3, Asbury Park. Every time you think like Chad Brown comes into these big races with a horse that is low on figures and needs to step up, he's entering in this spot with a purpose. I mean, he's going to step up out of the Chad Brown barn, especially on the turf. A newly turned 4-year-old, and he moved Pratt over to this horse from his multiple grade 1 winning program trading, who seems to be struggling to find the winner circle, the last year. Got the back class to do it, and now Pratt picks up 3, so I think Chad thinks the 3 is going to move forward. But the 6 is a logical single. Can't take nothing around from Test Score, the #9. He's 3 out of 4 at the distance, and he almost could be 4 for 4. That race he lost, got in some trouble, just missed by a half a length, ran 3rd. But grade 1 winning, proven turf horse. So and that last burst, if you watch the video, how that last burst, it's a close field, and all of a sudden he spurts out of there. So he could dig in when he needs to. If they're all lined up turning for home, and that one, I like that characteristic, being able to dig in. But 3, 6, 9 for me, and a little bit on the 10 horse, the foreign horse who just ran with Ombudsman, who'd be 3 to 5 in this field if he showed up here. So
That horse listed as a wild card.
he's a wild card. I mean, he could be anything. All right. Now moving on. Moving on to the Derby. And we are alive to some doubles and pick 3s with the 12 Chief Wallaby and the 15 Emerging Market. It's good to see last night that Chad was able to pull it off in the Kentucky Oaks, where a 2-time starting horse went on to win with only 2 lifetime starts, went on to win the Kentucky Oaks. I know it's so much tougher for a 3-year-old colt to do it in a 20-horse field than a 3-year-old filly against 14 horses. So just going in the right direction. And the first race today, Power Shift won the first race ultra impressively. broke his maiden after coming out of was a favorite even money first race. First race, and came out of that Tampa Bay Derby. They had to put a maiden in the Tampa Bay Derby and didn't really run that much there, but it did make Emerging Market look that much better. So Emerging Market race probably stood up that maiden special weight. So Emerging Market, a lot going for him. Chief Wallaby, been on him. The blinkers on, it's questionable, but we're not questioning Bill Mott. He's been training so much better with blinkers in the morning.
Oh my God, yeah.
So they're my top two, but you can use the 1, the 6, Dannon Bourbon. I'm gonna find a way to get him in the mix. That Japanese horse, so happy taking all the money. Like we said, 5-1 now. Incredible. Got to figure out a way to get Incredible into the number. Such a huge overlay. That's going to be one of my keys in the prices. Potente, another overlay for Baffert. And then Pavlovian is going to be over 50-1. If you like Emerging Market, you got to throw Pavlovian in because he just missed by a neck. So a couple bombs underneath. Further ado, who Fred will talk about in a second, has done nothing wrong. If he just takes to Churchill Downs like he did to Keeneland, he's the best in the race by far on figures. You wouldn't have to run the race. If it was based on figures, the race is over. Give it to Further Ado. Let's move on. But that's why we run it on the first Saturday in May.
Well said. Well said. You don't win races on paper. You don't win anything on paper.
No.
Baseball, basketball, football. You don't win on paper. You win it when it happens, and that's what's going to happen at 6:57 tonight, when we will be so glued to watching this race, and hopefully we all have something to root for. I know our buddy who was on the show with us before, down in Tampa, Wadey, root for Chief Wallaby. And I can't say that I won't be rooting for it too, because if you can't win, you want your buddies to win, and certainly he's got a lot going in that race to get him some special situation there. So I was disappointed the Puma was out. I mean, I wanted to see that horse run. Thank God he is okay from what we understand. Just like
And speaking of that, shame to see the Puma out. Poor Gus, who joined us yesterday for the happy hour. He had a future book wager at 124-1 on the Puma, and the horse was going to be 7-8-1 today, and just couldn't get him in the starting gate. What an excitement that would be for anybody getting a 125-1 shot in the gate with a legitimate chance to win. Such a shame, and our hearts feel for Gus. And as a horse player, like he commented, he texted me this morning. He said he said thick skin to be in this game. So
So the Puma and on the number 18, which is being ridden by Johnny Velasquez, and we talked about the importance of jockeys who have experience. Well, obviously Mike Smith, 6 years old, got a lot of experience. Castellano, who was on the Puma, a lot of experience, not riding. Johnny Velasquez, lots of experience. Certainly getting on that horse for the first time, I think, and I love that angle. I don't know how much it pays out. I have to look that up, and maybe that's something we can start looking at when a jockey gets on a horse for the first time. How often does they win? Whoever it is, whether it's Johnny B or Arad or Jose. So I went a little deep, 1, 8, 14, 18, and 19. 19 I find intriguing, Golden Tempo, because Jose Ortiz has been riding. He can probably be riding and then give us a chance. And this horse is one of the favorite trainers. Very developed. People's choice. People like her. She's a great trainer. She's a great person. This horse has a chance. Odds are now, but at borderline 31, Jose Ortiz, the workouts he's had at Keeneland, look like he's ready to run. We'll have to see how we get to this point. Hopefully we all get to the last race and we have a shot in our own way to make something good happen, John.
Yeah, all you hope to do is be alive into the Derby where you have a substantial route. The worst thing is if you get blown out all day long and then you really blow your bankroll and you don't have any kind of route, like a good route into the Kentucky Derby. At least we saved some doubles last night for our group. We got some doubles going, paying 34 and 3,700. If we could catch the 12 or the 15 in there. But I would like to have a pick 5 with about 10 horses covered in the Derby, because you're going to need as much coverage as you can to feel somewhat comfortable. And if I had 10 of the 15, 10 of the 20, I still wouldn't feel comfortable. So
that's a fun, like, listen, like, many times, speaking of ticket structure, John, have you seen somebody single in the Derby? I don't think I can remember last time I even thought about singling in the Kentucky Derby.
Well, 3 years ago, we had that big ticket going, and I was singled. I singled for on the favorite. It was Brad Cox. No, what was it? Kingdom. Well, not Animal Kingdom. What was it?
Sorry, just trying to think of.
Yeah, but we had such a nice ticket going, and we couldn't go deep. It was a $600 pick six ticket for 20 cents, and let me find this here. But I got all these pictures of the Hybos, and it was Angel of Empire. Brad Cox. He was 4-1, and Fred beat me with his pick, Mage. So Mage got it done. And if we watch the replay, they sat next to each other, and Mage inched out to the top of the lane, and he got the jump. And Angel of Empire had to wait for Mage to make that move in order to follow Mage. And by the time he got around everybody and came down the lane, Mage got the jump on him, and Mage was gone. He was closing at the end, missed by a length at the wire, and we were alive to 365,000 singled in the Derby. But if I went deeper, I wouldn't have had Mage, even if I went, 4 or 5 deep in that race. So just to have a chance at, life-changing score, over $250,000 on the Derby favorite, and he misses by a length. So that's what you want. You just want at least a chance.
Like to be in that spot. Well, let's hope we're there today, John. We're going to put a ticket together once we jump off of here. For our group, our little group here at the Hybos, we got 8 guys who put a few bucks in each. I agree. I think we're going to look at that Derby pick 6. And I think 20 cents is a good way to go. We can go deep in a lot of races. You and I will put that ticket together. We'll send it out. I got the picks that our guys gave us. And we'll go from there, John. So any final thoughts before we close out, John? Thank you to Andrea and Maria.
There you go. Our famous servers here at the Hybos.
There's nobody who serves better food here than Andrea and Maria. I can tell you.
All right. Great job, ladies.
Andrea knows how to burn those balloons.
All right. Funny thing, I was putting together a chart for the Superfecta and the Super High Five at the Derby the last 10 years. And because this year, it kind of looked like the 5 favorites, I would think 3 of them are probably going to hit the Superfecta. Just you don't know what order. But if you're going to have 3 of the favorites in the money and then 1 long shot runs 4th, the price of the Superfecta is not going to be tremendous. But then when you add a 5th horse, it takes it to a whole new level when you multiply a 5th spot. So just for example, last year, Sovereignty winning, and the favorites ran 1-2. The Super paid $1,600. The Super High Five paid $38,000. Mystic Dan paid $8,000 Super, but the Super High Five paid $316,000. The favorites in that Derby ran 2, 3, and 4. So the favorites are always around the number. And if you go down here, let's see, for example, the year Justify won, 2018. The favorites ran 1, 2, 3, and 5. 4 of the favorites hit the top 5. One price was 4th. The Superfecta was $19,000, and the Super High Five went to $183,000. So with my group bankroll, we're trying to figure out a way to attack the Super High Five and treat it like a lottery, trying to hit, that bonanza. Because if we're going to wager as a group like 6,000 on the Superfecta and the 3 or 4 favorites run in the Super, you're going to be breaking even. You're going to be maybe losing a couple bucks. But if you could somehow construct a ticket with the Super High Five, and even if the favorites run in there, 3 of them, it could be $100,000 score. And you're actually hoping, a couple bombs run 1, 2, and then your 3 logicals run 3, 4, and 5. And then you're in line for, $200,000 score. So.
Hey, that's an interesting chart, Jeff. Appreciate you putting that together because it really lays it out nice for the discussion of somewhere where we can click and then this will come up. But we're working on that as we move along and as we learn from other podcasts that we watch. You know, there's a lot of guys out there doing a lot of good things. We're going to be part of that group, doing some good things. And as we part our ways here, John, today, tomorrow, the weather is going to be good, so I will be golfing. But I may, from the golf cart, if we do anything really, I may jump on the show just to say hello.
I have to be in Philly tomorrow.
Oh, shit, that's where you're going to.
No, I'm going to Philly. My daughter's running in Broad Street Run.
Oh, shit.
So she's running in the Broad Street Run tomorrow. So we're going to definitely, not the Broad Street Run. She tried to get in. Now she's going to be in it tomorrow. So yeah, can't wait to go see that and root her on. So when she'll be finishing could be around that 11 o'clock time zone. So if I do jump on, I could jump on and play it by ear. 11 o'clock. Whoever could jump on, we'll talk about.
We'll be excited if there's something to talk about.
Oh, if there's something to talk about, we're going to jump on from no matter where we're at. Yeah.
Anyway, John, any final words?
No, just good luck on your ticket structure. Like I said, you know, the whole thing is put some time into structuring. All your handicapping's been done for 4 days. Spend some time. Don't put your ticket together in, 2 minutes and think you got it. Think about the structure.
And if we do have to say, take it together, we always say that smart cheer hard. Fast horses can need some serious fun. In the end, let them run.
Let them run, everybody. Good luck today.
Good luck to everybody. Gus, we feel for you, brother. We're here.
And good luck to Wadey. Good luck to Wadey on Chief Wallaby for a big time score. Bring it home, guys. Let them run.